Welcome to Kairos Research Center podcast. Christian faith seeking understanding, intellectual witness, and spiritual renewal.
I've been asked to recommend some books that are relevant to our discussion. I will just point beginning. This book, Hans Walter Wolff, Anthropology of the Old Testament, is a very technical book. It's a seminal work that explains in detail the constituents of the body, the various aspects of human existence. A bit technical, I would say. Unfortunately, if you want a simpler book, you can get Anthony Hoekema in his image, which I don't have here with me. Now, on the debate between monism and dualism, which has become very important in recent debate. Unfortunately, I left my new edition, second edition at home. I have here only the first edition, Body, Soul and Life Everlasting by John Cooper. I think this is a very important fundamental work to resolve the question about dualistic holism, holistic dualism. So, John Cooper, I think, is a seminal work. Now, for those of you, very often when you talk about the resurrection, the new topic, many people straight away jump into apologetics. I say, okay, but it's been done all over the place. So I just put out the case for the resurrection of Jesus by Gary Habermas and Michael Licona. So they have written a couple of books on the same subject. So just get any books by them on the resurrection. You can't go wrong on that for the evidential aspect of the resurrection. But of course, when we talk about the resurrection, it's more than just apologetics and evidence. Granted, there must also be a theological context to it. I think the book that balances these two, evidence and theological significance of the resurrection, is given in a very simple book. I believe in the Resurrection of Jesus by George Eldon Lord. I read tons of his books in the late 70s. I think this is a great book on the resurrection. Very clear, not beating around the bush, but very understandable and offers a very robust understanding of the resurrection. I would strongly recommend this book. Now, of course, the critics always say, how can we take the resurrection? The accounts all contradict one another. You will find in various apologetic books different harmonization being offered, Norman Geisler and all those books. But I got very fascinated by this book by John Wenham, The Easter Enigma. Are the resurrection accounts in conflict? I mentioned that he wrote out of having stayed in Jerusalem for some years in 1945 or something like that. He understands the geography, and he has done a very magnificent harmonization of the account set in the actual Jerusalem context. So if you like detective work and reconstruct how things happen, is the Enigma. On the theological side, outstanding New Testament scholar Murray Harris, From Grave to Glory. He's one of the great New Testament scholar and a New Testament linguistic scholar, Greek scholar. He here talks about the new resurrection in the New Testament, which says it goes beyond just apologetics, but the whole theological works related to the resurrection. So another book that's worth reading. After that, you can read any of the resurrection book you want. Thank you.